after 2 days, the Constitution Court hearing on Charter Amendment is coming to an end. We've got a better picture of the arguments for and against the Charter Amendment Bill. Can you sum up the main points in the testimony?
Well, most of what has been said over the past 2 days reflected what already was said during parliamentary debate on this charter bill. But there were two interesting arguments coming out of the past 2 days. The opposition representative, Dr. Surapon Nitigraiphut, he made a very interesting argument. He said that since this present charter was created after a public referendum, to scrap this charter, we will need another public referendum to do so. That was his main argument. But today we have heard some rebuttal from the government side. Dr. Phokin Pholagun, who was representing the government, he said that to have a public referendum now would contravene the legislative power of Parliament. He said that since this charter empowers Parliament to make some amendment to this current charter, there should not be another power to contravene that, to supersede that power of Parliament.
When do you expect the court to hand out the verdict?
Well, as we are speaking now, the court has not set any date yet, but I expect a few days, maybe a few weeks, but definitely before August, when Parliament is supposed to be reopening.
Both sides seem to have solid arguments. Do you think that the Constitution Court will face a dilemma in issuing a verdict?
Well, yes, I think there will be a big dilemma for the Constitution Court. One side is saying that this charter does not allow creation of a new charter. That's what the one side believes. The other side seems to believe that there is no clear-cut prohibition of such an action either.
And do you expect that, what do you expect to hear from the verdict?
There are three possibilities. The first one, I think the worst case scenario for this government is for the court to say that the charter bill is illegal and someone has to be held accountable for that. This could kickstart a party dissolution process against the government. That's the worst case scenario, of course. The second possibility is for the court to say that this bill is illegal, but it was some sort of an honest mistake from Parliament, so nobody should be held accountable. So the charter bill will be shut down, will be killed, but the government will be let off the hook. This is the second possibility. The third possibility is for the court to say that, to declare this charter bill totally legal, legitimate. That would be the best news for the government. Everything can go on from now.
And will the incident of the House Speaker Somsak Gesuranon complicate the situation because he was caught on tape saying something controversial?
I think so, yes. Actually, he was one of the government witnesses testifying today. That was really brave of him. I think what he said, what he was caught on tape saying would have some impact on the court decision. You know, charter amendment, as we know, should be about national interest. It's not supposed to be taking place because of any individual interest. What Kun Somsak was suggesting he was caught saying on tape, he was suggesting that Kun Thaksin Shinawatra had something to do with this charter amendment also that could play a big role in the court decision, but we have to wait and see, of course.